Welcome to Renovating with Nikki and Harry.
We have just got the keys to this dusty, overgrown chalet bungalow. And despite its lack of charm, we have fallen head over heels with its potential.
Now we're here, I absolutely love it.
We paid £432,000 for this old boy and plan to completely transform and renovate it into the house of our dreams. Currently, it has 2 bedrooms downstairs, a kitchen and a living room. We plan to turn this kitchen into a dream utility room and erect a single-storey 8x4 kitchen diner extension out the back. As for the upstairs, it's currently one huge room with big, gorgeous windows.
Really nice.
Our plan is to move the stairs to the middle of the house and transform the first floor into a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom family setup, with each bedroom having their own ensuite and the master bedroom having a bougie dressing up area. Not to mention, we're still keeping the 2 downstairs bedrooms in place, both sharing a downstairs family bathroom. So we can talk the talk, but this series is really about getting down and dirty.
It's dripping shit on my foot!
Attempting pretty much everything ourselves.
It's pretty darn hard.
And walking that walk. Last episode, you saw us chop down the forest, which we call our front garden, in order to clear that space and let the sunlight find our house. And you also saw us transform our shed into a workshop of dreams, which has already come in so handy with what you're going to be seeing us do in this episode. In order to be able to live on site as soon as possible, we need to have a working bathroom. So that's what you're going to see us tackle today. So make sure you're strapped in and, of course, subscribed so you never miss our weekly videos.
So we told you we would be renovating the bathroom this episode, and it is time to do that. We're so excited to strip this bathroom out. First job, locating the stopcock and getting that switched off. Let's go.
You alright?
Yeah. Right, we're getting somewhere. So it turns out, this bath's pretty wedged in there. You might be able to see that it was originally kind of built in here and then they plastered around it. Now that is a problem for removing it, but I think I'm gonna have to SDS drill all of this plaster here off, all of this kind of thick plaster, and hopefully we'll be able to tilt it up and get it out of this door. But removing a bath, you think it would be simple. It's pretty darn hard. So how's your day been?
That's good. How's your day been?
Some shit into a bucket.
Oh my goodness! Oh!
It's dripping shit on my foot.
So this downstairs bathroom here is actually going to serve the 2 downstairs bedrooms that lie here. However, this bathroom is not big enough for a 21st century standard bathtub. So we've used Easy Bathroom's online planner, and this is how we've redesigned the space. To keep things really simple, we are keeping the toilet exactly where it is. We're going to be doing a curved shower in the corner here, and next to it is going to be a bougie vanity with a quartz countertop. The wide angle on the camera is currently making this room look so much bigger than it actually is, because it is actually only 1.6 by 1.8 meters wide. So it will be a humble sized downstairs bathroom, hence our choice of light coloured tiles in here to make it look that little bit bigger, which you're going to see us install later this episode. Anyway, let's get back to that calming job of removing that toilet.
Yeah, this is about to come off the back, look. Here, this is off, just leave it up there.
Okay, take that to the garage, take it to the garage. My heart is beating so fast. Oh! Oh my god!
Nice.
it's on its side. We might be getting somewhere.
Welcome to Renovating with Nikki and Harry.
We are so busy on site at the moment that we only ever have time for a quick sarnie between jobs. But food in the evening, well, that is a very different situation.
Staying in a routine is massive for me and Harry at the moment. And one weird little habit that we have is that we eat eggs every single morning without fail. It seems to be the only thing that actually keeps us full until lunchtime. Is that weird? Do you guys have any weird food things that you can tell us in the comments down below? Because we're kind of intrigued. One not so weird routine that we have at the moment is ordering a HelloFresh box to our door every single week without fail. And if you've been watching our channel for a while, then you would know we have been avid HelloFresh fans for a long time. HelloFresh offer cost-effective recipe boxes which are delivered straight to your door. And even though we've been using HelloFresh for over a year now, we never get bored of their recipes, as they are constantly changing. You can choose between their variety of recipe categories, which go from kid-approved meals to family favourites. HelloFresh is tailored to suit your specific needs. We regularly choose recipes from their quick cook section, which means we can have a meal prepared and done and served in just under 20 minutes. So if you're interested, you should definitely give HelloFresh a go. You can get 60% off plus fast free delivery if you order by noon using our code 60NH, or by scanning the barcode that's on your screen right now. By watching these adverts, engaging in the links, or even by giving HelloFresh a go, you're really helping us to support our channel and by allowing us to have YouTube as our full-time jobs. So thank you guys so much. And thanks again to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video.
So, the bathroom's officially stripped. It's now time to think about how we're gonna rebuild this room into our dream bathroom. Now, the first thing we've got to do is we're going to brick up the window. So you can see here, I've got a van full of bricks. It's time to crack on with that work.
So handsome.
Just for some context, this is the back of the house, and this is the downstairs bathroom window that you just saw us strip back to bare bones. This same window is the one that we're going to be attacking today.
Step one is getting this glass out so that we can get to the screws behind it, loosen those screws and take the whole window out. This was the same as in our last house, and for the really old windows you have to take the glass out from the outside, but for newer PVC windows you take it out from the inside, which is interesting. It's also very funny because if a burglar wanted to steal something from a house, they would just have to take it out from the outside, so it'd be really easy for them, which is so stupid. I think that's why they moved it to the inside.
Let's go!
Woo.
Come in.
Yay!
You got the weight?
I have no idea. Okay, I've got it, yeah, okay.
Got it?
Yeah. Woo!
So this is the moment of realization for me that the house isn't actually insulated. Although there are two separate skins of brick and there's a cavity between them, that cavity currently has nothing in, which inevitably means that at some point we're gonna have to get these walls pumped, which is definitely gonna cost us more money. She's flat and she's ready for some bricks.
Woohoo!
I'm not talking about Nikki. She's flat and ready for bricks too.
Flat, festive. Before we start blocking this up, I need to add these wall tiles to the sides of the brick here. So I've got these, which have these that come with them. They go in here, and then these go in between each course of the brick, and it's screwed into the wall here.
So I know you guys have been waiting for this for a long time, but it is time for the return of
Nikki the Bricky!
Nicky the Bricky! Nicky the Bricky!
Nicky the Bricky! Let's go, Nicky the Bricky!
What a throwback.
You might remember from our last DIY Reno series that I did all the required bricklaying around our new French doors. This really took it out of me, and I vowed at the time that I would never touch a brick again.
I won't do any more bricklaying.
You will be.
Ever.
Oh yeah. That's what they are today.
But here we are about a year later, and Nikki the Bricky is getting her trowel out once again.
First time mucking up this episode. Let's get some mortar made. Let's go. Time to start bricklaying.
Getting rid of the only natural light in the downstairs bathroom might seem like a stupid thing to do. But as we mentioned earlier, this space is so small, and the only feasible layout includes putting the shower along this back currently windowed wall, hence us bricking her up. Despite us still wearing the same dusty clothes, if you're hawk-eyed, you'd notice the bricklaying of the inside skin was a whole new day. It took us an entire day to brick up the small outside wall, and then another day for the inside layer. We always forget, but bricklaying really isn't as easy as it might look.
So you might notice that in our bathroom we've currently got lots of holes in the walls, and obviously where we just bricked up that window it is not flat with the rest of the wall. Now that's a problem for either tiling over it or when you're waiting for a plasterer to come and give it a skim. Now if you watched our last series you would know we love something called bonding compound. This is kind of a mixture you make out of water that means you can make these walls flat. Let's go. Round two. Outside has turned bleak, but it's time to have a look at these tiles because they're hella heavy, but are they nice?
In case you're wondering, these butte floor tiles we chose are the infinite white gloss porcelain tiles from Easy Bathrooms, as well as these wall tiles which are called the Gandhi Gris matte porcelain tiles from Easy Bathrooms as well. As we mentioned earlier, we wanted to go pretty neutral and light with this bathroom because the room is so small, and we think that these tiles will go particularly well with the quartz topped ferrous sink vanity unit. If you watched our last video, then you would know that Alfie here is helping us out on site 2 to 3 days a week during our renovation. And lucky for us, Alfie is a full-time builder, but also a jack of all trades. Alfie has tiled countless bathrooms before, so it only made sense for him to tile this bathroom. Although we did tile our bathroom in our last house renovation, I have a feeling that the finish will be much better if Alf gives it a go. And since he's here today, we may as well use his skills.
Fair to say, after all that tiling though, we are absolutely knackered. We've cracked it out, it took ages. Alf, you looking forward to the other 2 bathrooms? It took us quite a while and nearly killed us. But we're there, bathroom tiled, looking 10 times better than it did at the start of this episode. What a week renovating, man. So this bedroom down here is the one that me and Nix want to make into our home first, because as you might remember from our last build, we live on the building site as we renovate it. So the thing that is stopping us from getting in this room is getting it stripped back, getting the electrics done so we can backfill it, and then getting it plastered and painted. Now the first job I've got to do, because I've got a spark coming around this afternoon, is get this carpet up, have a look under the floorboards, work out if the wires are going up into the ceiling or down into the floor below. Because then we can start mapping out a plan for how we're going to rewire it, where we're going to put the wires, and so on. So let's get this 1960s red ugly carpet out of here. So this plug behind me here, the way I can already tell it kind of goes down with the wires is because there is a split in the wood floorboards here. Now the electrician that put these wires in the first place would have cut this floorboard here to be able to remove it to feed the wires underneath. So I'm pretty sure they go down, but let's get the board up and double check.
So the wire goes down, but it's not looking fantastic or making much sense to me. Let's get a professional in, ask him some questions, see what he thinks.
One that just goes down here and into the abyss. Now look how old that plug is, by the way.
Another thing that needs to get done if we want to move into this house soon is clear the kitchen up. Currently it is absolutely filthy. It is riddled with spiders as well as rat droppings. It also has these little pieces of paper ripped up, and I have no idea what they are, so please enlighten us in the comments below if you do know. But in order for us to at least make a cup of tea in this kitchen, it needs a spruce up.
now, so it is time to sweep the floor and hoover it. And then I think that's all we're gonna do for this room, because it just needs to be so that we can make a nice cup of tea without feeling like we're drinking bacteria from the 60s.
What's crazy is there is so much more we do in the week that we just can't film and show you all of it. So to keep you in the loop, we have also been chatting to traders and discussing our wants and their availability. We've been signing ourselves up for all the utilities we need in our new house.
We've already sorted garden waste, bin collection,
Council tax
and
water, but we haven't done home insurance, gas or electricity.
And lastly, we've been doing odd jobs around the house. For instance, today we drained the whole central heating system so that we could bin our old one-pipe radiator system. The amount of things to remember and do whilst renovating a house is absolutely crazy. So any people watching who are in the midst of their own house renovation, we salute you and we invite you to tell us what you've been up to in the comments down below.
It's funny because I feel like we haven't actually shown you this space yet, but this is the upstairs of the house.
Yeah, it's just one big room, as you can see.
Which is weird, and it's going to make 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, but that's a later problem. For now, we're summarising and we're saying this is pretty much the end of the episode, so thank you so much for watching.
Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss next Sunday's video. And with that, we will see you next Sunday.
Every week we're going to see you here, so see you then.
Bye.
Bye.